Samsung just made a decision that could completely change the future of foldable phones. For years, the Z Flip has been Samsung's golden child in the foldable world. Everyone loves those compact clamshell designs that snap shut with that satisfying click. But something major just shifted behind the scenes at Samsung, and it's going to affect every foldable phone that comes out in the next few years. Samsung has just announced they're planning to produce 3.5 million Z Fold 8 units, compared to only 2.5 to 3 million Z Flip 8 devices. This might sound like boring corporate numbers, but trust me, this is huge. For the first time ever, Samsung is betting harder on their expensive book-style foldable than their popular flip phone. Why would they make such a risky move? So, what do they know that we don't? Today we're going to break down exactly why Samsung is making this massive strategic shift and what it means for the future of foldable smartphones. Let's start with what actually happened that made Samsung change their entire game plan. The Z Fold 7 completely surprised everyone last year by outselling the Z Flip 7. Nobody saw this coming, including Samsung themselves. The Z Flip series had always been the crowd favorite since it launched. People loved the nostalgic flip phone design mixed with modern smartphone technology. It felt familiar yet futuristic at the same time. But the Fold 7 changed everything with one simple improvement. Samsung made it significantly thinner and lighter. Before this, book-style foldables felt like carrying a small brick in your pocket. The thickness was honestly embarrassing when you put it next to a regular phone. Samsung's engineers worked magic with the Z Fold 7's design, making it feel like an actual phone you'd want to carry every day. Suddenly, people realized that book-style foldables don't have to be these chunky, awkward devices. When you could unfold your phone into a mini tablet without the bulk, everything clicked. Samsung caught lightning in a bottle with that redesign, and now they're betting everything that it wasn't just a lucky accident. The math behind Samsung's decision makes perfect sense when you look at the business side. Book-style foldables like the Z Fold carry much higher profit margins than clamshell devices. Think about it, the Z Fold costs significantly more than the Z Flip, but the manufacturing cost difference isn't proportional. More Fold sales directly means more money in Samsung's pocket. Samsung expects the combined shipments of both devices to beat last year's roughly 6 million units. They believe the foldable market is finally growing again after a couple of pretty flat years where sales barely moved. This growth gives them confidence to make bold moves like prioritizing the more expensive device. But there's more to this story than just profit margins. The technical challenges facing clamshell foldables have become serious roadblocks that Samsung can't easily solve. The Z Flip's compact form factor creates fundamental limitations that get worse as technology advances. Battery life is the biggest problem plaguing flip phones. The Z Flip's split battery design is required to accommodate the folding mechanism, but it limits total capacity while making manufacturing more complex and expensive. Users consistently complain about battery life with the Flip series. Most people report needing to charge their phone by mid-afternoon, even with moderate use. That's simply not acceptable for a premium device in 2024. The Z Fold's larger body provides much more flexibility for battery placement and thermal management. This enables longer usage times and more aggressive performance without overheating. Camera systems present another area where the clamshell design holds Samsung back. The limited space in the Flip's folded configuration restricts the size and sophistication of camera sensors. While Samsung has made impressive progress in miniaturizing camera technology, physics still matters. The Flip series consistently trails the Z Fold and Galaxy S flagship phones in photo quality. For consumers spending premium money, these compromises become harder to justify each year. Meanwhile, the competition in foldables is heating up dramatically. Chinese manufacturers like Huawei, Xiaomi, and Honor have introduced compelling foldable devices that seriously challenge Samsung's leadership. Some of these competitors have achieved ultra-thin designs measuring less than 10 millimeters when folded. They've addressed one of the main criticisms of book-style foldables, that bulky thickness when closed. This has raised consumer expectations and put massive pressure on Samsung to respond with real innovations. The competitive landscape differs significantly between flip and fold segments. The clamshell market has become increasingly crowded with Motorola's Raza series offering direct competition. Chinese manufacturers are also preparing their own clamshell entries for global markets. The book style segment, while competitive, offers more opportunities for meaningful differentiation. Samsung can focus on productivity features, stylus integration, and specialized software that actually takes advantage of the larger screen. Reports about the Z Fold 8 suggest Samsung is using this as a platform to showcase their most advanced foldable technologies. Expected improvements include a more refined hinge mechanism that reduces the visible crease when the display is unfolded. Samsung is also working on enhanced durability through improved ultra-thin glass technology. Weight reduction through advanced materials like titanium and carbon fiber composites is another focus area. Display technology represents a critical battleground for the Z Fold 8. Samsung Display has been developing next-generation OLED technologies specifically for foldable applications. These include improved designs that enhance outdoor visibility and more efficient materials that reduce power consumption. The Z Fold 8 is expected to debut several of these technologies, setting new standards for foldable display quality. Software optimization will play an equally important role in making the Z Fold 8 stand out. Samsung has been working with Google and major app developers to create experiences that truly use the unique form factor. Enhanced multitasking capabilities and more sophisticated window management would aim to transform the device into a genuine laptop alternative. Integration with Samsung's DeX desktop environment and improved S Pen support will position the device as a productivity powerhouse. This strategic shift has major implications throughout Samsung's supply chain and manufacturing operations. Component suppliers that invested in miniaturized parts specifically for clamshell devices will need to adjust their production planning. Meanwhile, suppliers of components suited to the larger fold form factor could see increased demand and new opportunities. Manufacturing efficiency also factors into Samsung's decision. The Z Flip and Z Fold lines share some components, but require completely different manufacturing processes and quality control procedures. Focusing on a single form factor could help Samsung achieve better economies of scale and reduce manufacturing complexity. These operational improvements could help offset the pricing pressure that foldables face as the technology becomes more mainstream. The big question is how consumers will respond to this potential shift in Samsung's strategy. The Z Flip series has built a dedicated following, especially among users who prioritize compact portability and distinctive design. These consumers might feel abandoned if Samsung reduces investment in the clamshell form factor. However, market research suggests the addressable market for book-style foldables may be much larger than for clamshell devices. While the Z Flip's fashion appeal resonates with specific groups, the Z Fold's productivity benefits appeal to a broader range of professionals and content creators. As foldable prices gradually come down and the technology becomes more reliable, the value proposition of the larger form factor could prove more compelling to mainstream consumers. The timing of this strategy shift coincides with broader questions about where the foldable market is heading. Despite years of development and massive marketing investments, foldables still represent less than 2% of global smartphone shipments. For the category to achieve mainstream adoption, manufacturers must address concerns about durability and justify premium pricing. Samsung's decision to potentially focus resources on the Fold line suggests they believe the book-style form factor offers the best path to driving real category growth. So there you have it. Samsung's massive bet on the Z Fold 8 represents way more than just shifting some production numbers around. This decision reflects Samsung's belief that book-style foldables are the true future of the category, not the trendy clamshell designs we've all been obsessed with. The success of the Z Fold 7 proved that when you solve the major design problems, people will choose productivity and capability over pure style. Samsung is betting that thinner, lighter, more capable book-style foldables will finally make foldable phones mainstream. Whether this gamble pays off will depend on how well they execute the Z Fold 8 and whether consumers embrace the productivity-focused vision. What do you think about Samsung's strategy shift? Are you Team Z Flip or Team Z Fold? Let me know in the comments below. The foldable phone wars are just getting started, and Samsung's next move could determine who wins. Samsung. So, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.